Today I want to share with you my nature-inspired yoga altar, how and why I made it. Hi, I'm Kathy from Yoga with Kathleen, and I share yoga that helps you feel safe and strong on the trails, also to inspire you to go outside and to embrace nature and all the benefits it has to offer. A yoga altar is a physical representation to remind you of your intentions and aspirations. It serves as an anchoring place to ground yourself and get quiet. Altars can be simple or elaborate, and they often incorporate items that resonate with practitioners' beliefs and desires. I believe nature's seasons remind us to stay in flow with our life, and each season brings a different energy.
In summer so far, we've had
Lots of energy and going and doing, as in nature, there's been lots of color, blossoms, and foliage. But now, in late summer, we are ready to slow down, reflect on the fun we've had, be grateful for where we are now, and think about how the rest of our summer would feel complete. What last experiences do we want to have? So I've made a seasonal late summer altar to enjoy right now. I put it at my back door so that I will see it when I walk by, also when I go outside to practice yoga. But you could put yours in the house where you practice, in your yoga room, in your living room, just to inspire you to be present more with yourself. So now I'd like to share with you how I've made mine and to inspire you how you could make yours as well. So let's get started. So while I was out on the hiking trails for my day hikes that I do each day, I just kind of looked around and picked up some things knowing that what I would need. So the first thing I found was a piece of bark that had fallen off a tree, and it's about 2.5 feet long, and I like the orange color as a backdrop. You might even have a long sort of item in your house that you could use to do this, or it might be a piece of driftwood or a log that could be dried out a little bit, but you need it to be a little bit flat on the bottom so that you can place your items. And then next on the trail, I found some pine cones. You might find some nice sticks that you like around while you're walking. And then across the highway where I live, there's a little bit of a rock quarry, and there was lots of different sizes of rocks there. And I liked that they were all different colors, so I can pull that in. And they're just kind of faded colors. And I like the mixture of the orange with the white, so I thought that looked really pretty and that I could add. Some of them are smaller. I have a nice big white one here as well that I thought would look nice. And then from there also, I wanted some contrasting rocks for in the dry foliage that I wanted to put together. And there were some nice small rocks there. I would have liked more of an older glass jar I had laying around, but this was all I had. So just as long as it's clear so you can see those contrasting rocks in there. And then I picked some foliage that was kind of drying. Over here is one of my favorite nature flowers that I
see in the woods called Solomon seal.
so I've been watching that particular flower as it changes. So I wanted to include that. And then I'm really liking the branches that have the white berries on them. Just sort of showing that fading color of summer. So I grabbed those as well. And then I saw these that were dried and just fading to the brown a little bit, becoming more natural, not as colorful. So the first thing that I'm going to do with my altar is place the piece of bark down, and then at the one end I thought I would put my bouquet. And so to make this, what I did exactly is I took some of the branches and put them in the middle, and then slowly poured the rocks around so that they would stabilize. And then as the rocks came up, I added a few more just so that they would hold still there. And then in the middle, I had a little Buddha that I had around the house. You could go to one of the thrift stores or Value Village and find something like this, or maybe you have something like this around your house. And just sort of something that represents a connection to something larger and reminds you to be connected deeper to yourself and your values and inspirations. And so that could literally be, maybe it could be a quote, it could be a picture of somebody that you love and makes you feel supported in exactly who you are and how you are. So this is what I had, and I put it there. And then my pine cones I'm going to put on the other end. So you can see I'm sort of creating a bit of a slope here. And then, whoops, and then I'm going to start to just place my rocks in here around and just kind of play with the colors a little bit. So because this is sort of brown, I'm going to maybe put some orange over there and put a little bit of white in front. Looks okay there. And I might put this one, it's kind of got a variety of colors. I'm going to sort of place that there. Just adding these in. Oh, this one's kind of a pretty one. It's got gray and white on it. And something small, so maybe I'll just set that one there. I'm going to put a white one here because these are brown, and maybe kind of just make those pine cones stand up a little bit so I can still see them. And put this in the front. This one's a nice one. It's kind of gray and white. And some at the end. I could lift that pine cone up a little bit there. Bring this around. And sometimes you might not need them all. And you got to play around with this and just adjust your rocks until you think it looks the way you want it to look. Just have fun with it. And then you can change it around a little bit later. You can add in other items. Oh, and I also, because I wanted to represent a little bit of the dried wheat, I collected another one of those dried little flowers with the wheat. And I just wanted to kind of place this by the Buddha like that. Just reminding myself that the season has changed and you want to move with the seasons. We never want to get stuck where we are wishing for something in the past. And that's where I like to reflect, as I said earlier, on the accomplishments or the enjoyments of the early summer and being grateful for right now. And then making sure the last of summer that you're getting in those last things that you want to make sure happen so that you feel fully accomplished and you can move into the new season feeling ready for it and excited as you move forward. So I hope you like this video, and if you want more, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know how you will make your yoga altar at this late summertime. All right, bye for now. Happy altar making!